And then we can start with today's AMA. We are, yeah, it's just an amazing spot we are sitting on right at this time. We can take a look at our chart in a second. As usual, we would start with the fundamentals of our token. You are always free to ask any questions. If you do not want to talk to me because we are recording this and uploading it to YouTube, just write your question in the chat and ping me on it so I can read it out and then answer it. But now we can actually start with a quick overview of the fundamentals, because like in every single AMA we have every day, there are a lot of different names, unfamiliar names we haven't seen so far. And yeah, it is just very helpful, especially for potential investors, for new investors, just to take a look at our plans with BankersDream itself. So let's for now start with the tax. It is pretty simple. We have 15% buy tax, we have 15% sell tax. This is a flat tax. And yeah, applies to every single transaction happening. We have 8% allocated into BUSD reflections. BUSD is a stable token, so 1 BUSD is always $1. And the way the contract works, just for the simple understanding, we are collecting our tokens from the tax. So if someone buys 100 banks, we will keep 15 banks. If someone sells 100 banks, we will also keep 15 banks from it. And once the contract is filled to a certain threshold, so right now the threshold is set to 150 billion tokens collected, you will see the progress bar in our dashboard, which shows the progress until the next payday. You will see this sitting at 100%. When you see this sitting at 100%, you will know the next cell appearing will trigger the actual contract cell. This is when you see 3 or 4 cells appearing in right at the same time, basically. 3 cells, if for example, if I out of fun trigger the contract cell by selling 1 banks, you will only see the 3 contract cells. Because the 1 bank cell is simply not enough to show up in, for example, Dextools. If someone else is triggering the contract cell with a normal cell, you will always see 4 cells in a row. So this for the simple understanding of how the contract works. So once the contract's sold, it will start to distribute the BUSD. With every transaction happening, 4 to 8 holders will receive their BUSD rewards. So it might take some time after the contract sell until everyone receives their BUSD rewards. But be sure it is an automated process. You will receive them definitely. Yeah, there is no way the contract misses anyone for their BUSD rewards. If you really, really want your BUSD rewards, like right now, at exactly this moment, you can always connect to our dashboard and you can there manually claim your BUSD rewards. So this for the reflection side. We have 4% of tax allocated into marketing and our fund. We have 2% used for buyback and burns. And we have 1% added into liquidity automatically, which is a very important part, because right now a big focus we are aiming for is to build on a healthy liquidity ratio. Yeah, this takes some time. This is a process which takes a lot of time, especially with such a vertical movement we had or are still having. It gets hard to keep the liquidity on track. But we have the buyback and burns for this, and also the auto liquidity added. So over time, we will see a healthy liquidity ratio. For the buyback and burns, one important part here, this is a manual buyback and burn. So we as a team, we choose the timing when we want to buy back. We did over the past few days buy back consecutively in smaller sums, if you want to keep it this way, and have been collecting tokens. Yesterday we did, it was yesterday I think, yes, another 1.3 trillion token burn of banks, which was at the time roughly worth $30,000 roughly. And yeah, we will keep on doing this. So for the actual burned amount so far, it is at additionally burned roughly 11 trillion tokens burned in total, which is quite a good amount of money burned so far. But of course, we will keep on working on this part. So for the token itself, what is our goal? What do we want to achieve with this business? It is pretty simple. We want to generate passive income. So the first step for the passive income generation was, of course, this simple reward token. Yeah, this is nothing innovative in the crypto space, nothing exceptionally new in tokenomics. Yeah, this is just a simple reward token, rewarding in BUSD rewards, but still this is the first income stream you will see, which of course started right with the launch of the token. The main problem with a reward token is that you are always dependent on your volume. So right now, I think CoinMarketCap is showing around 550,000 a daily volume. This is a good amount, especially if we keep this volume up. But the problem is in low reward times. So if the volume goes lower because the market is silent overall, or we do not have any particular traction right at this time, you will see that not a lot of BUSD rewards will get distributed. Yeah, this is always the main problem with a reward token in itself. So we as a early community especially, and as a team, we did think of different ways to create additional sources of passive income, which are totally independent of our token. Yeah, this is a very important part here. It should be always totally independent of the token itself. The first edition was our Bankers Whale Fund. We will take a look at this in a second, and there will be more additions to the ecosystem in the future. Yeah, a lot of different additions to the ecosystem in the future. Every single edition will always have the main goal to create an additional income stream for every single bank's holder. Yeah, this is the main purpose of this business, to create passive income through many different income streams over time. Of course, this takes a lot of time if you want to create a sustainable passive income source for everyone, but still highly achievable. Yeah, highly achievable, especially with such a unique utility as our main utility, the Whale Fund. So we will take a look at our Bankers Whale Fund. The strategy for the Bankers Whale Fund is pretty straightforward. Yeah, it's pretty simple strategy. So we have parts of the marketing tax in the marketing wallet. These parts for the fund are used for fund investments. The way we invest into projects, we do always have this long-term goal in the back of our head. So we are not looking for quick flips or for actual swing trading of any projects. We do want to build decent wallet sizes. For example, if we invest in a project, we are looking for decent wallet sizes, which grant us, just many different streams of passive income in the fund itself. So always long-term investments. Yeah, this is the main purpose of the fund. And we will always, of course, dollar cost average in. So basically, the best time to buy is when everyone sells. This is just the dollar cost averaging. You average your investment down over a longer period of time and try to catch the dips. This is the best way to invest long term into a project. The investments themselves, they get vetted by us, yeah, the team, the founders team, and also we are in some parts involving our closer mod team and everything. And we are vetting the projects. We are vetting them for the long-term potential. We are vetting the team behind the project or the team running the project, the devs running the project. Because, yeah, of course, we cannot be 100% sure every time. Yeah, this is simply not possible, especially in the crypto space, which is very, very fast paced, especially in BSC. But with this vetting process, once we consider a potential investment as safe, we will set up a poll in which every one of our holders, especially in the future with a voting dashboard implemented, only the bank's holders can then further go and vote for the investments, if we should add them or which investment we should add into the Bankers Whale fund. Once voted in a positive way, we will start to dollar cost average into the investment until a certain wallet size. Yeah, this wallet size to reach takes of course longer in bigger projects. Yeah, so of course, if we are investing in very early projects, it's a lot easier to obtain big wallet sizes in very early projects. But of course, especially the very early projects, they do have a lot more risk coming with them. Yeah, more potential growth for the future, but also a lot more risk involved into early projects. So this is basically the strategy for our investments. Still highly community driven, but the investments we pick for a poll are considered as safe. Yeah, this does not mean that they will 10x or 20x or 100x your investment if you follow the investment of the fund. It is mainly also for the purpose of the long-term potential. Yeah, this is always there are two different sides. So is the long-term potential there with the utilities planned and all of this stuff? And is the team able to actually pull off together with the community, which is also a very important part? Is it able to pull off this utilities and bring them to a success? Yeah, these are different things always. So a lot of things in the vetting process we are taking a look at. Once vetted and added, we have a certain distribution of assets in our fund. Right now, so keep in mind, this is a very, very early distribution of the fund. Yeah, this will change. This will especially change a lot in the near future. Yeah, this was just for the early start of the fund. So our fund is actually roughly 2.5 to 3 weeks old now, since we started to actually invest into different projects and take polls as a community and all of this stuff. And this will change a lot. There will be a lot of additions also into the fund. Yeah, we are taking a look at different things, as for example, yield farming, property in the metaverse to rent out or use as a ad space, mining. Yeah, these are all different things we are taking a look at and which might be added into the fund in the future. But this setup right here is especially for the early stage of the fund, because we considered we needed easier investments, and the easiest investment is always to just invest into another project or another coin or another token, and try to pick good investments with good long-term potential. So right now we have 10% roughly allocated into ICOs, 20% again roughly allocated into staking, and 30% roughly allocated into other reward tokens. This whole cash part here is just because we actually dollar cost average our investments in. Yeah, this is nothing, no fixed part of the fund. This will change also a lot in the future. Just keep in mind this pie chart here is just to visualize a little bit the early way we are going with the fund. Yeah, this will change a lot and drastically, most likely in the future, because 40% held in cash, if the fund is at a very big size, it wouldn't be a good idea. Yeah, we want the money to be actually invested and not sitting around in, for example, BUSD. Um, of course, this will change in the future. But again, this fund is 2.5, roughly 3 weeks old. Yeah, especially such an utility takes a lot of time and a lot of money invested in until it fully releases its potential. But this is the next thing. We need to take a look at the actual potential. Yeah, what is the actual potential with this fund? And the potential, if you really think about it, is huge in this fund. Because take our token and the BUSD rewards. Of course, if you hold a decent wallet size, yeah, and we have a decent volume going on constantly, you will see a lot of BUSD rewards being distributed. The thing with the BUSD rewards is that we are always dependent on our volume. Yeah, if we have lower volume times, we are simply not able to distribute a lot of yield or a lot of BUSD rewards because we simply are not generating BUSD rewards since we do not have trade volume. So this is also where the fund kicks in. Yeah, this fund is granting a sustainable way of passive income, yeah, a sustainable source, especially with the fund in the later stages being invested in a lot of different things. Yeah, let's keep it as things because it's not only projects. Yeah, a lot of different things. Holding property in the metaverse, maybe also invested into mining directly, and all of this is a lot of potential created, especially with a fund. So if we take a look at the fund in a second, we will see, I don't know it right now, I didn't take a look yet. I would guess roughly 130,000, 140,000 worth of holdings in just 3 weeks. And keep in mind, we are, with the actual fund growth, we are still dependent on the trade volume of our token because our trade volume is feeding the fund. But just keep in mind, once the fund reaches a big size, it will compound itself even more and even faster with every step. And we won't stop to feed the fund from our trade volume. So if our trade volume picks up to a trade volume of 1 million per 24 hours or even more, you will see a lot of money being added into the fund per day or per week. Yeah, and this gives this whole fund a huge potential because if we reach especially a very big size with the fund of, let's say, 10 million of holdings, 20 million of holdings, yeah, there will be a lot of money generated in a sustainable form, which we can then distribute to everyone. But this is actually a very good point because we didn't take a look at the actual distribution yet. So in the future, for the fund, we will actually distribute 75% of the yield generated to every single holder, applying the same logic as for BUSD rewards. So of course, the more of the bank's tokens you are holding, the more of the actual yield generated you will receive. But with the fund, especially picking up in size over time, you will see in the future a lot of money being distributed only by the fund. 25% will be used for either charity or marketing. Keep in mind, if we do not need any additional marketing money, we will use this to even compound into the fund even more. Yeah, compounding is a huge tool if you compound your investments. Yeah, this especially with such a fund we are setting up. This helps tremendously with the growth of the fund. For the different charity investments, also keep in mind this is a sustainable way of donating to charity in the future. We are not taking active money out of the project. So we actually, if we, for example, would have a charity tax, we would always need to sell our tokens to be able to donate to charity. So we would actually need to take active money out of our project. With this form, we are able to sustain a way of donation and also sustain a way of passive income. Keep in mind, this takes some time, yeah, to build up. It takes a lot of money, a lot of dedication, and yeah, but once this picks up and is able to start to distribute yield, I think this could change because it's a very unique approach in crypto right now. This could change a lot for how we look at passive income in the crypto space. Now I got tagged one time. 163k total holdings. All right. There's quite a lot in 3 weeks. So my two questions are, why are they buying other tokens to invest in and reward the holders with instead of just saving it? And when the sell for the BUSD goes, use it to buy banks to cancel the red and then just divide those banks across the holders. A good question.
Yeah, that way it does happen.
Good question there. But keep in mind, with this way, we are able to set up different partnerships as well, especially in the future with different projects. We are strengthening the overall crypto space, which is an approach. Yeah, we are not competing with anyone in the crypto space. Yeah, we do not consider ourselves competition. We are our own business. Yeah, we have our own plan for the business. We actually do not want to compete with anyone. Yeah, if there is another token which is dedicated to passive income and is doing a great job in it, why we are not looking at them as competition? Yeah, because actually we want to invest into them because every single holder with this fund gets a chance to participate in all different sectors of the crypto space. Yeah, with this, you are able as a holder to participate in many, many different ways. Just keep in mind, not everyone is able to participate in, let's say, 100 different projects, yeah, with decent wallet sizes. Not everyone is able to participate, for example, in property in the metaverse, simply because property in the metaverse is or tends to be very expensive, especially the good properties. And also keep in mind, for example, for mining, if we take a look at mining, yeah, this is something not the average person cannot just go and start to mine anywhere. And this exactly. Also keep in mind, of course, if we would buy back the tokens with the fund, this would just be another buyback. Yeah, but it wouldn't be a buyback and burn. This would simply be a buyback and distribute. But what would the people need to do if they actually want to use the money we distributed in the form of our token? Yeah, they would need to sell the bank's token, and it would actively affect the chart again. And this is not something we are aiming for. This fund is set up to be a completely independent source of income. They are not directly affected by our token. This is the main goal. And also participating in many, many different aspects of the crypto space. Maybe if we are able to pull it off, as some might have already seen in our roadmap, maybe also a way to participate and build a bridge between crypto and real assets. Yeah, this is a legal mess, but if we are able, for example, to buy as a DAO property like real estate or shares, yeah, this would build a bridge between a crypto investment and actual real world investments, yeah, which generate an additional source of income, of course. This is a legal mess, I can tell you. This is not just something you could pull off in 1 week or 2 weeks. This takes a lot of time, a lot of planning, a lot of regulation, and a lot of legal stuff you have to deal with. But if we are able to pull this off in the very, very long term space of this project, this is changing a lot in the crypto space. With the way you say, of course, we would have an instant effect on the chart, but also keep in mind, we would always be dependent on the volume of our token. So if we do not have any volume in our token, we wouldn't have a single fund ready to buy back and to affect our chart. So this would be not a sustainable way of creating income for everyone. I hope I could answer your question. What did I hear, doggy style? Did you actually? Is my dog here? I I can't see him right now, but you might have heard doggy steps. Yes.
You answered my question very well. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the question. It was actually a very, very good question because I think a lot of people are asking themselves why are they not just using the funds to buy back even more? Yeah. But I hope I could answer it. Is there another question?
Do you work full time on this project?
Not yet, but you will see us around a lot. A lot. Yeah, you will see us around a lot. Right now, we have the first thing done on the checklist. So, especially, I would most likely be the first person to be able to quit my job and to fully dedicate into the project. The thing is, of course, we all have family.
Can I lock my attack? Can I lock?
What? All right, I will just ignore this. We all have a family to feed, we all have a rent to pay and all of that. Once we are able to really sustain this as a job, we are very close to it. I can tell you we are very, very close to it. But there are some things. We need this to be a registered company, so everything is safe from the legal side. And then I think most likely we will step by step all be quitting our day jobs and then be able to fully dedicate. But I can tell you from the time spent on the actual project, it is more than I'm spending at my day job.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah, from the time, because especially me, as a financial advisor in Germany, I am very free with the work time. So I do not have a schedule. For example, I have to be there from 8 a.m. in the morning and stay there until 6 p.m. and then I'm free to leave. This is not my job. I can do basically whatever I want. Of course, if I want to earn money, I need to work. But I'm very free. And of course, I'm dedicating a lot of my 24-hour day into the project. As the whole team, I can tell you. You will see us sitting in the chat, especially, and working in the background for the project a lot. If you stick here for a few days.
Do you have a personal goal on when to be able to switch over full time to this project?
Yes. If we are able to, I mean, the first goal, of course, was a market cap of around 10 million plus. We need a sort of consistent volume for this. And the last step really missing for me to be able to quit is that we are having the project as a registered company. Once this is done, you will see me quitting and you will see me doxed. And then step by step with the project growing and growing, you might see the rest of the team members also joining in full time.
Great. I really look forward to watching this project grow. Thanks.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the question. Also a very good question there, because I think a lot of people are asking themselves, since we are still working in our day jobs. But I can tell you it is very exhausting. Yeah, this is nothing. And I actually enjoy working on this project because it's also some kind of a dream. That's also the name. Yeah, it's some sort of a dream for us. We do not enjoy our day jobs actually. I can tell you this. But here I could sit in an AMA like 3 times a day, and then I could full dedicate into other stuff we need to do in the background. All right.
It's great to know.
Well, what? Well, yeah, kinda. They are always here. Buka, Bobby, Team No Sleep. Yeah, of course, sometimes we need to sleep. All right. What? Okay, this is no question, man. Just think what our MC would be today if BNB wasn't fighting against us. Yeah, BNB is kind of, yeah, wanted to drag us down, but we didn't allow it at all. What? You need to sleep. We need your help. Yeah, don't worry. I am sleeping. Yeah, don't worry about this one. A banker is used to be short on sleep. All right. So this for the fundamentals. I think this helps a lot, especially early people seeing the actual progress being made and the goals we have for our token. But right now, you can also take a look at, because this is always very interesting. Let me go here. We can take, so this is the website for the people which are new, and yeah, you can just explore a bit, a lot of information on the actual website itself. Here at the bottom we have the actual roadmap. You can also, because a lot of people don't see this or don't notice this, you can actually scroll a bit around in the roadmap. Yeah, a lot of information basically on the website. And additionally, you can take a look at our dashboard. So right here, this is what I was talking before, the progress bar until the next contract sell happens. So if you see this sitting at 100%, you will know, all right, the next sell will trigger the actual contract sell. You are able to just copy paste your wallet address up in here. You do not need to connect anything. Yeah, if you just want to check for your BUSD rewards, you will see the total earned, and you will also see the rewards not claimed, which still need to be distributed in the end. If you really, really want to claim this part in the middle manually, you would need to connect your wallet and then you would be able to claim it. We would advise you not to do so, because you have to pay the gas fee yourselves. If you just simply wait, you will receive the BUSD rewards anyways without the need of paying gas fee. Another very important part here in the dashboard, you can also explore it. You just take your look there. A lot of additions being made here also in the future. You can take a look at our fund. So this display of the fund, since we were forced to develop this display ourselves, or better, the dev was forced to display it, develop it himself. You will basically see every single bit of the actual fund. So there is nothing missing. We do also have the staked portions here. So for the staked portions, you also see which are, if someone is into staking, if you stake something, it is not in your wallet anymore. You need to give it to this staking contract, most of the times. And this part here at the top is taking his information directly of our fund wallet. So we will always see all the things displayed with the actual prices at the moment. And this part here is manually added. These are the tokens, for example, which we are staking currently. So right now, sitting at 163,000 in total, you see our own token here. Our fund doesn't have the intention to buy our token. This was just an addition we made as a team. So we waived basically on a team vesting, and we did put it into the fund just as a first addition to give the fund even a better way of compounding. Yeah, I can tell you already it was really worth it to put this into the fund as a addition, because the dollars generated for the fund itself we could use for compounding are quite a lot, especially with the volume picking up. So this basically. Hello?
Lovely project, lovely. Hello.
Hello,
Are you the
mate.
dev? Are you the dev?
Yes, I'm here. I can barely hear you.
Okay, I said, are you the dev?
Yeah, I'm one of the founders, yes.
Okay, that's nice, that's nice.
What I couldn't understand you there, sorry man. Okay, I think he's gone. Um, so again, our fund does not have the intention to buy our own token. Yeah, the goal for the fund is to be independent of our token. It would be
Hello, Mark.
Yeah, you forgot to mute everyone in the beginning, so you
yeah,
probably
this is
hear.
okay. People can just drop in because it's all right. But I'm just having a hard time if they are lagging and I can't understand a word basically. Um, Smart J, if you have a question because you are lagging and it's a hard time for me to understand you, just drop your question in the chat and ping me on it, and then I can answer it. This would be lovely. All right. So again, third time now, we do not have the intention to buy our own token in the fund because this fund should be completely independent of our token in the future. This was just a addition of the team that we waived on a team vesting, and we did put this into the fund just to help it compound, especially in the early stages. But yes, you can take a look at the current investments. We do not have the poll going on yet, but there will be another poll with a quite important part addition to the fund, especially regarding risk management. Yeah, so take a look at the next poll coming up with the addition to the fund. And if you have questions why we are structuring it this way, just let us know. All right.
Hi, Paul. Can you hear me?
Hello, mate. Yes, I can hear you.
Hey, awesome. I have a question. Are you looking to partner with the SafeMoon swap at all?
Yes,
Is there
yes,
any?
we are looking for it. The thing is with the SafeMoon swap, so I did already contact the listing management of SafeMoon swap. The thing is, they also have, yeah, let's say the hurdle that we need to be a registered company, and I think at least one team member need to be fully doxed. Yeah, this is what we are working for right now, for a potential listing on SafeMoon swap. So right now we are working on registering BankersDream as a actual company, and then we are able to at least one of us full dedicate to fully docs and actually quit the job he has right now, and then we have, I think, quite good chances to list on SafeMoon Swap.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that.
Yes, no problem, no problem. Yeah, upcoming poll. Take your time with it. This is quite an important part regarding risk management. We didn't want to involve this right from the beginning, but yeah, I think you all have been aware of the EarnHub hack which appeared. I think it was yesterday or something like this. Yeah. Um, this is something which happens in the crypto space. Yeah, it is just, yeah, of course it's very shitty. Yeah, from whoever has done this, it doesn't matter who has done this. Yeah, it's just a very shitty move. But EarnHub was actually a pretty big token, a pretty big project already, and yeah, that's why we want to work or start to work directly now with the actual risk management part, which is involving yeah, a kind of different way of investing, which might not be generating directly passive income, but which is a very, very important part for the fund. Yeah, because right now, maybe we have some experienced traders here, which actually work with risk management. Right
Yep.
now, this fund is a very, very risky setup. Yeah, a very risky setup. It doesn't matter if we have SafeMoon in there, which is sitting on quite a big market cap. Yeah, but this fund right now is sitting on a very high risk. Yeah, and this is what we want to change. Yeah, we need to add, especially this blue chip investments in the crypto space, just to bring in a more stable foundation for the fund itself. You can take a look at this blue chip investments as some sort of treasury. Yeah, so we will add into this blue chip investments, especially until a certain percentage of the fund, especially while the market is down. Yeah, this is always the best time to buy. If the market is selling, you just go and buy. And if we see the market actually recovering or having a good bull run, then we are able to sell off parts of the treasury to stay in our percentage for the treasury, and then use this yield generated. We could use this in many, many different ways to spread it over more investments or to actually distribute it additionally. But this will always be a fallback for our fund. Yeah, so the next poll, keep this in mind, a very important part for the fund. Take a look at it, because of course we said we will not add anything into the fund without a community decision. So take a look at this next poll coming up. What's very nice, I was going to ask about blue chip investments. I think this will satisfy some more conservatives. Definitely, definitely. Especially if you are having experienced traders here. Yeah, if they take a look at the fund right now, they say, "Wow, this is a pretty high risk fund." Yeah, especially if you have the money in mind which is involved in the future in the fund. Yeah, of course we need to we need to work out the risk management. We wanted to kickstart it. Yeah, of course, this is also with a bit of luck involved. Yeah, we have been lucky with our Moon investment so far, for example, which was an ICO. Of course, the easiest way to kickstart a fund is to abuse very early projects. Yeah, invest into very early projects, try to reach big wallet sizes there, and then kind of hope and try to help them to actually grow. Yeah, so your fund is having kind of a kickstart. But still, we need to add, especially with the recent growth we had from our project itself and with the volume actually picking up, we need to add this fallback for the fund right now. Because imagine if not only EarnHub would have gotten hacked or whatever. Yeah, if it wasn't only EarnHub, what if it strikes EarnHub, Moonrock, SafeMoon, Evergrow all in the same week, and we would basically been burned out of all of the additions we made in the fund of so far. Yeah, all the money we've worked for so far would be gone, and this is would be not funny at all. Definitely this project will grow massively. Yes, yes, we are on the right track. Can believe me. Making a lot of connections with very, very interesting people. And yes, I went out earlier. Did you mention tax on the transfers? Yes. Keep in mind, every transaction is getting taxed. If you want to, for example, put your holdings on a cold wallet, which I would advise to do so. But just keep in mind, we are still checking with some other devs for the actual reflections and dividends. If you want to do it, you can always contact us. Yeah, we can grant you a tax-free wallet transfer, but keep in mind, overall, every transaction is taxed. Buy, sell, transfer, doesn't matter. We had this incident before. Just keep this in mind. What we could charge a 2% tax. Nah, this is... Yeah, first... not possible right now because our contract is not set up for this. But also, I think if someone really has the intention, to save his tokens, for a long-term hold, why would we want to tax him on this part? That's why I say if you really want to, for security reasons, because you are scared that your wallet is compromised, or for other things, you could always contact us. Yeah. No problem there. What that sucks at work, missing AMA. Yeah, that's why we have YouTube and the recordings. Okay. JD Rich, are you considering getting listed on SafeMoon Swap? Yes, we are considering it, but there are some things which we need to do first. For example, registering as a company, get at least one full Docs team member, and then we have the requirements, I think. Yeah, still no promise made here. But then we are looking for a SafeMoon swap listing. When SafeMoon? No, Robert, stop it. Don't start this. I had enough with the whole when CMC thing before. All right. We can actually, give me a second, just copy this here, put it in here, because this is always very interesting. Also to give a little bit of insight of what happened earlier. Yeah, so this is our chart. I didn't quite take a look at, give me a second. Okay, BNB sitting at $408.60 right now. So, the past day, our pairing has been dragging us down. Yeah, this is important note here. Very important part. So you notice our pairing is a BNB, or in this part wrap BNB with banks. So our liquidity pool is made up of pooled wrapped BNB. If BNB, give me a second, sorry. Okay, everything right. If BNB is decreasing in value, our project is also decreasing in value. This is very, very important. Yeah. Still, with BNB decreasing, yeah, it was just a tiny break. Let's keep it this way. But still, I think this morning we did actually hit shortly a new all-time high. But very important part here. With the market dragging us down again, we are still holding our ground right around the all-time high. Yeah. So this is very important thing here. BNB dragging us down. We still holding this here. This is very, very important. So for the people, yes, BNB paired, we hit all-time high. What, you almost, but we're gaining on BNB. Yes, definitely. For the people which are interested, what happened before, so we did launch at the 18th of December last year. We did launch as a around 80k-ish market cap pre-sale. And we had, kind of a longer sideways movement. Yeah, we have been jumping around between, let's say, roughly 100k and 200k, and was a longer journey. Yeah, this looks right here as if we have been non-existent. That's why, because this chart mooned so hard recently. If we actually zoom in here, you will see, of course, this has been looking like a normal chart. Yeah, it was just a big sideways movement we had there. And of course, this just looks smaller than it actually was now in the past. So started with around 80k market cap, and then fought our way up. The important part I wanted to add here is how important community is for the success of a project. This is something everyone needs to have in their minds. Of course, we are working on marketing, we are working on constant exposure and all of that stuff, yeah. But we really, really need our community. Our community is a straightforward awesome. Yeah, they are crazy. We have some very, very crazy shillers in here, and they caused most of this first big part here. Yeah, this was mostly done by the community itself. Yeah, if we zoom in here, I can tell you around this part here, we did actually hit the Coingecko listing. So all of this before was not caused because yeah, a influencer tweeted for us or a Telegram channel, a big one, posted for us. No, this is not how things work actually. All of this here was a lot of Reddit, a lot of organic spreading of the project itself, and of course hitting FOMO in some sort or some form. CG listing hitting pretty late here on the run. CoinMarketCap, which did hit as a untracked listing, but still triggering all the alerts, was hitting around here. And then again, a little bit sideways movement, and again, a pretty big push. This pushes are mainly from the community, of course. We are working on constant exposure, but people tend to think of marketing in a completely wrong way. Marketing is not a switch we can simply turn on and we will see the chart mooning, especially not in this form here. Yeah, this is not achievable with only doing or putting money into marketing. Yeah, not able to achieve this. The actual growth of a project is mainly decided, this is what I say, mainly decided with the community. Yeah, this is all of you here do have a very, very important role as an actual holder and investor for the project. Of course, we won't leave you alone, yeah, with the whole thing. We are doing our parts. We are putting in a lot of money into marketing. We are putting in a lot of money for the exposure and all of that stuff. But still, community is a key component of a project. And so far, I have to say, we have an amazing community. Yeah, the combination of holders, mods, team, community itself, it's just crazy, really. And if you have the time, yeah, because before Moneybin gets angry with me again, if you have the time and you see a Reddit post floating around, just go there, hit a upvote, leave a nice comment. Yeah, this helps a lot. We are getting a lot of trending in the subreddits, just by simply, yeah, as a community. Exactly, Moneybin. Like, it's like Bankers family. Yeah, every single person here is working towards our goals, which is amazing. Like, really, really amazing. If we keep this up as a community, I can tell you, a lot of things will come in the future. A lot of very, very nice things. Definitely spam this, community strong. No, not a single project is able to achieve growth without a very healthy community, especially big growth. Yeah, just keep in mind we have been coming from 80k market cap. Right now we are sitting around 12 million. This is very strong. And this chart also shows very, very strong and holders, I have to say. Of course, we have the people taking their profits out. Yeah, we need them. This is healthy. They are creating volume. This is needed for a project. But overall, a very smart holders also, because the holders taking profit are not simply dumping a very large amount at once, yeah. But people taking profits in a smart way, not harming the project additionally. So keep this in mind. The community is a key component, and so far we have a very, very strong community. I can tell you, if you're new here and you stick around, like a few hours are enough, yeah, you will see an amazing community, really. If we keep this up, we will moon even higher, and then you can ask when Lambo, yeah. then I accept this question. All right. So this basically for today. Do we have questions? Something I missed? You mean when Audi? Yes, let's keep it German, right? Wait, I got was it a message? Yes. All right. So if we do not have any when sauerkraut mit Bratwurst. Yeah. For the people which are new, once we reach a certain market cap, we want to throw a big party in Germany. So if you are still holding at this time, and if you are able to join us, everyone is invited to the party. Just wanted to ask on security measures with all the hacks occurring these days. All right. So far, we do not really need to worry about hacks, yeah, because there is nothing like a staking going on, no NFT marketplace or something which could be compromised in a very harmful way. The main security concerns, of course, are the actual wallets, marketing wallet, owner wallet, buyback and burn wallet, all of this stuff. Be sure we are keeping them as safe as possible. Yeah, you can be sure of this. Of course, in the future, if we add, yeah, certain parts of the ecosystem, we will of course work a lot on security measurements. Yeah, this you can be sure of. Right now, no real danger unless someone is able to, for example, find his way through a pink lock and is able to access our liquidity, which is locked, by the way, for 10 years. Yeah, of course, but these are things I think you could not work on this from the security side. All right. Can't see another question. Okay, because I would end with, how long have we been doing AMA? 1 hour? Or 1.5 hours, I missed track. But of course, we still have a little bit of backlog in actual work. We need to work so we can further progress with the project. Keep this up, everyone. Amazing community work, amazing community itself, and yeah, keep it up, everyone. Very, very nice job everyone has done here so far. If you happen to have any questions which strike you later, just always feel free to drop them in the chat. Yeah, there is no question, as long as you keep it, of course, in a respectful way and in a nice way. There is no question which is wrong or something like this. If something strikes you, ask it. All right. Thank you, everyone, for attending today's AMA. Keep in mind, every day an AMA roughly at the same time. At weekends, there might be 2 AMAs per day just to cover more time zones. And yeah, thanks everyone for attending. Keep this up. Amazing. We aim for 1000x. Yeah, definitely. You can believe me this. We did pull off the 150x already. Be sure we won't stop here. I guess no one will stop here at all. All right. Thanks everyone for attending and have a good one. Good rest of the day. And keep in mind, if you see a Reddit post flowing around or a Twitter post and you have the time, it helps tremendously with the exposure. Yeah, tremendously. Cielo, Dankeschön. Yes, bitte sehr. All right, people.
I do have one question if you have
ah.
like 30 seconds.
Yeah, of course. Sure.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I just wanted to know, just ballpark numbers. I mean, how often would you say, like, we're expecting to have, scheduled burns for this token?
Pretty hard, because this is something which depends fully on our volume. So for this week, we have been able to buy back roughly, let me think, yeah, overall a worth of $30,000 roughly. We did burn additionally this week. Of course, if the volume stays up, yeah, there will be this burns consistently. But fully depends on the volume, I have to say. We can't give a precise schedule there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. All right. So, no more question, just waiting a few seconds. Time to kill a zero and rocket this thing. Yes. Fill up the fuel right now and then we go for the next part of the journey. Perfect. All right, people. Thank you all for attending. Keep it up, as I said before. And yeah, see you or hear each other in the next AMA. Would love if you all have the time to attend it. All right, people. Bye bye and thank you.